Guilty Gear Strive, it's episode 5. Welcome to fucking episode 5 of Scarlet Hollow. I've been so excited for this for a long time. I'm incredibly tired. It's been my first week back in work after a break. I had a electrolysis session this morning. I had a dentist appointment yesterday afternoon. There's been a lot going on, but I'm too excited not to do this, because we're now in blind territory. No one's played this part of the game yet, apart from the alpha testers, but no one else has. And, you know, it's been a while. I played it once, I got caught up to episode 4, then I had to wait a year, and then I decided to play it again, and here we are again. So, this episode is actually being released in 2 parts. They are releasing the first half of it this week, the second half on Friday next week. And that actually works for me, because I had hoped to have all of the episodes uploaded before this new one came out, but I failed at that. And I might fail to do it again next week, but this does give me a little bit more time. And it's not too big a deal if I don't know, because, like, I ain't aiming for the YouTube fame. I just like to be a bit on time. But anyhow, I think we just get into it, don't we? We just get right into it. We've got our save. We're caught up. Scarlet Jam's ready for another day in hell. This is the end of episode 4. Episode 5 finally awaits. Let me just check my saves. We have them here. Good. If you'd like to continue with this world state, please save your game now. There we go. Oh my gosh, okay. Continue. Would you like to see a recap before starting episode 5? Oh jeez, what are these? Oh god. This is outrageous. My miners are on strike. Stella is missing, Tabitha. I don't have time to pretend to respect your career. Ouch. Avery, thank God. Have you seen Stella?
Morning. Nope. We should go looking for her, right?
Right, let's sweep the town. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I kinda want these ditchlings to lay an egg in me.
What?
She's not in her house.
God, should we check her computer?
Hell yeah.
You're right, that's a major invasion of privacy. Huh? Wait.
No, we haven't seen Stella. How about you, Doctor?
I have not. How was dinner, Jam? Left a sour taste, but the food was nice.
Cool. Bye.
Ugh.
Drama.
Officers, Stella is missing. Don't care.
Officers, my pumpkin is missing.
Don't care. Only a cult conspiracy can explain your incompetence. I'm so fucking desperate I've turned to the church.
Sorry, lass, not seen her about, but my daughter's imaginary forest friends might know.
I'm scared, I'm terrified, and I'm going to wrench my fucking head off.
By the way, do I come across creepy?
Godlessly so. Hey, wait, is that poison? Looks like it's tea time. No. Tea? No. Tea? No. No. Tea. Oh, you got me. Your leaves are saying, trust nobody and commit a crime. I'd suggest breaking and entering. Might as well be the doctor. She already hates me.
Oh, hey, I see you breaking and entering. Why?
Vibes? There are vibes. Behind the morgue. I need to get to them.
Metal, mum's out, let's eat the walls. Hey, what's that?
Oh, that's ricin. Poison. I've seen this before in, Breaking Bad.
Hey, so, we broke down the wall and then you actually ate some wooden planks and found a stone and then passed out. Also, my mum is poisoning me?
That's pretty intense. I have to mosey. Stella's still missing. Wanna come?
I locked us in.
This can't get any worse.
I, the great Sam Wade.
This can't get any worse.
Get behind me, kitten.
Oh, fucking crumbs!
Yeah, I'm just gonna go kill my mum, okay?
Hey, Tabitha, I'm at Reese's and...
Say no more, I'm on my way. That guy's a weirdo.
So, You broke into my house, you tore down the wall in my morgue, and my son is on a matricidal rampage. Is there anything you've managed to not fuck up? Look, I'm sorry. It's so obvious I misjudged you. It's fine. Just help me sedate my kid. I need therapy.
Say goodbye to...
Eat shit. Fucking no-scopes, that guy. It's a shotgun, you goon. And you traumatized my cousin. I need that. Just help me drag him in here and then get out. Wild weather. Huh. What a scorcher. Oh, thank God I can't small talk to save my life. Stella! My cousin's been angsting all day. Where have you been? Oh, just... reminiscing? Jesus. Hey, why's Jam covered in blood? Well... Oh, that's going deep in the vault. Hey, can you two make up? I'm getting the impression that the main person keeping you two apart is horrible and dead, and I need something good to happen. Oh, okay. Fine, ride or die. Okay, so I can read subtext and Jam reeks of it, so I'm gonna go back to my mansion and leave you two alone. Oh, subtext. I get it. Wanna cuddle? It's time to continue your journey. Prepare, I'm going to be saving a lot, by the way, because now we are in uncharted territory, so... Also, I have to read, I mean, it's not like I've not been, reading and rereading everything and making decisions, like, with thought, but I really, really have to consider more than ever what my actions could cause here, because I am going to try not to... I'm going to try and stick with my choices, unless something happens that's, like, I feel wildly, like... Unless I feel cheated, which, to be fair, very, very fucking rarely happens in this game. But, you know. Basically, it's not Iron Man run, but I'm trying to do it in good faith. You wake to the sound of birdsong and to the welcome aroma of breakfast sizzling down the hall of Stella's intimately cosy cottage. The soft cotton oversheet you're wrapped in still smells like her. The gentle morning sun shines in through her bedroom window, speckling the sheets with dazzling spots of light, warming the spot where Stella lay beside you all night. You feel like you've had a good night's sleep for the first time in days, and you know you have her to thank for it. Yay. Hello. Hi. I'm fine. I'm immediately okay. Alright, let's cool our jets here immediately. Jam, hope I wasn't too noisy in here. I want you to be able to get some more sleep. I know it's early. Still, it can't be too bad to wake up to someone making pancakes for you, even if it is at the crack of dawn. Oh my gosh, you're psychic. Pancakes were like the thing that I was tempted to pick before I was sold on the whole biscuit idea. Hell yeah. Ugh. Hell yeah, I mean, yeah. You take a step forward, leaning in close. You can feel Stella's smile broaden as you plant a gentle kiss on her cheek. Oh, Jam, you can do better than that. Before you can pull away, she takes your face in her flour-dusted hands, pressing her soft lips to yours. Okay, that... I still don't like how flour feels, but... Yay, okay. She smirks as she turns back to the pan. How do you sleep? Aren't I the host here? Isn't that what I'm supposed to ask you? But I slept great. Of course I did. Thanks again for everything you did yesterday. You have no idea how light I feel right now. Thanks for making breakfast. I feel like I barely ate yesterday. I'm starved. Oh no. Am I the only one in town making sure you get enough to eat? I was worried that might be the case. I mean, Tabitha's certainly not helping. She's given me like 1/3 of the ingredients in her kitchen. The drinks are fine. The tea is lovely. But, I don't know. To be fair, I'm normally a bit better for eating. I was just distracted yesterday. Good thing you managed to snap me out of my funk yesterday, or you'd have gone hungry for the rest of the week. And that's the last one. Let's have ourselves a breakfast feast. Stella motions with a pancake-laden plate towards the table. You take a seat. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Oh, mine's just got butter on it, which is great. Fucking hell, she even knows that I don't much care for eggs on my stuff. Oh, hell yeah. I like egg yolk, but I can't handle egg white. You take a multi-layered bite of Stella's pancakes. They're incredible. A perfectly crispy crust with a light and fluffy interior, still steaming from the heat of the pan, with a generous pour of maple syrup adding a flavourful sweetness. A rich buttery aftertaste lingers on your palate. A stack of these, made with love by someone who cares about you, is the perfect way to start your day. Okay, we have the option to talk about Reese, but I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not brave enough for that. Number one, Scarlet Jam's a little bit selfish and just wants to be happy for a moment. And number two, Stella has said, I'm filing that one away to deal with next week. And whilst I do think she could do a better job of confronting these things, she's clearly getting better at it, and I think it is reasonable to be like, let's compartmentalise that for a bit. Okay, I mean, she already knows that Wayne stopped by, so I'm not going to bring that up. It's so tempting to say, what if we just take a chill one, but there's too much to be doing. Let's just sort of... Yeah, let's just go for this. So, what's the plan for today? Been thinking about that. Seems like everything that's happened so far is connected to your family. Been itching to explore the forbidden wing since I started hanging out with Tabby. Maybe we can sneak in today and see if it has any clues. Okay, we got a few. How can we be sure Tabitha won't be there? We know. Well, I mean, we think we know, because Wayne said that Tabitha wouldn't be here, and as much as I don't like the guy for a few reasons, I am inclined to trust him on this. As soon as Tabitha told me if the thing was forbidden, the forbidden ring was forbidden, I'd need to see what's in there. Hell yeah, like Snoop. I don't take much pleasure in snooping. You want to do mystery stuff, but we could just chill? Are you sure about this? Alternate plan, we sit around here all day watching TV and not sticking our noses in spooky problems. Are you sure about this? Of course I'm sure. I got over all my problems yesterday, so it's time to go out and get some new ones. I really hope you're joking, Stella. I don't think it's... I don't think it's quite that simple, but okay, sure thing. And judging by everything we've seen this week, I think it's fair to say your family is at the heart of whatever's going on in town. There's no way we can pass up an opportunity to see what kind of secrets are hidden away in that big house. I mean, if we can get in there, then sure thing. The door's locked. I can't pick locks. Can you pick locks? Okay, fine, let's do it. Yes! Alright, pancakes have been eaten and I've been fueled up for today's activities. Let's head out. Are we taking anyone with us? I'm a bit worried about Kanika. I'm extremely fucking suspicious of Sybil. And I feel like she might be casting a spell on Kanika to make her have a migraine. I kind of want to check in on her. I really want to check in on Kanika. I hope we get to. Stella stands up, Gretchen hopping down from her chair to stand at Stella's side, and the two of them lead you to the door and out into the chilly morning air. The walk through town is quiet. It's early, and though you can smell the diner cooking up breakfast for hungry miners and brewing coffee for cops to sip while ignoring the horrors plaguing Scarlet Hollow, Main Street is deserted. You and Stella feel like the only people in the world watching the sun rise over the library. Oh, we're just going on our own. Okay. I really want to check in on Kanika, though. Have we even told Kanika that you're okay? Oh, Stella. Please. The estate looms over the three of you, more unwelcoming than it's ever been. As if the small bit of time you spent away in a warm house, still full of the love that built it, has made the mere thought of the crumbling manor unbearable. That's what I've been saying all week. I'm taking any opportunity I can not to sleep in this wretched place. It looks like it's going to fall down the hill at any moment. Look at it! The fact that this particular wing is staying up still is a miracle. Please don't tell... That's going to be the wing that we're exploring, isn't it? Because the other side leads to the garden, which I imagine is this side, not near the cliff. So we're going near the hot... Oh, God fucking damn it. Wow. I can barely remember the last time I made my way up that hill. Her land didn't exactly make it easy for me to see Tabitha, so we usually hung out anywhere else we could think of. Oh, we have episode 4 decisions to look at, don't we? Yeah. Found out that Stella disappeared, ran into Avery on the way to town and invited him to help look for Stella. We checked Stella's house for clues. We didn't snoop on her computer, we stopped! God damn it. That's going to come back and bite us in the ass. Visited the church and didn't find Stella. Visited Oscar at the library. Visited the diner, where I found out the striking miners have been organising. There aren't many of them. Went to the mines, where a small group of workers blocked the entrance. We visited the police to file a missing persons report and ran into Bo, whose pumpkin was stolen. We did a tea reading with Sybil and learned that a cat is waiting to betray me. I accused Sybil. Found my family's medical history and read through it. Encountered another stone in Hidden Away. In the walls of the clinic and had a vision of Enoch Scarlet. Reese realised that his mother was poisoning him and transformed into a monster. Before Reese could be dealt with, Tabitha shot him. Before he could heal, we sedated him and dragged him into the clinic's safe room. We found Stella with Tabitha and the three of us talked together. Stella told us what happened to her parents. Stella shared her feelings with me and I reciprocated. We're an item now. Yippee! Yeah, Pearland didn't make it easy for me to see Tabitha, so we hung out anywhere else we could think of. Your aunt had a tendency to shoot first and ask questions later, so I figured it was best not to risk winding up at the business end of a shotgun. You only make that mistake once. Sad to see how much worse it's gotten. That cliff used to be a lot farther away from the house, but it's claimed a lot of ground. Place looks like it could fall any day now. It used to be such a beautiful house. Together, you cross the threshold, the ancient door creaking open to reveal the familiar dusty foyer. Is that fucking Enoch? That is Enoch. We've got Doggy with us. Hello. So I wonder, would we be doing this with someone else, I guess? If not, if we hadn't decided to hold hands with Stella. Well, maybe, who knows? That's curious to think about. I wonder how many people we could do this with. Knowing Tabitha isn't here to keep you in line gives the place a new feeling. Like you have complete ownership of the place, and that any of its secrets it once held are yours to be uncovered, if only you can figure out where to look. You can feel how much the floor is tilting. Geez, the place has really gone to the dog since the last time I was here. Everything feels so much older and disused. I can't believe Tabby is still living here. I'm sure she has a lot of memories tying her to the place, but it feels like it could come down around our ears at any second. So, where to first? I kind of want to check in on my bedroom. I'm gonna save on the 0.001% chance that the game is just like, thinking that that's me flirting. Let's go to my room first. Oh, got something up there you want to show me? Stella gives you a flirtatious wink. Lead the way. Alright, okay, fine. I'll deal with it. I don't want to... Not here. This place is like... This house is like libido repellent. And I'm ace, so we're already pretty low on that. The two of you went your way up the rickety stairs and into the guest room. The moment you enter the room, Gretchen and Frou Frou start growling at each other. Nope. Uh-oh, this is going to be trouble. Gretchen lets out a short, sharp yap. That's all it takes for Frou Frou to launch from the bed, skittering away down the hallway. I'm sure hope Frou Frou doesn't grass on us. Please don't be a narc, Frou Frou. You hear her gallop down the stairs, undoubtedly returning to her spot in the kitchen. Gretchen is victorious. Anyway, if I remember correctly, this is Pearl Ann's old room, right? Tabitha really wasted no time getting this place turned over for guests. Someone has been here. The door at the closet is wide open, and its contents have been dragged out into the room. A discoloured residue smeared onto the larger boxes, giving you a hint as to who might be behind the invasion of privacy. So it's fucking Wayne. What do you mean? Does that mean Wayne came in here like the previous night when I was sleeping here? Holy shit. That mess has got to be Wayne, right? I think I'd know if you were that messy. Okay, well, we've got that one that we'll take. Checking on the opossum. Closet. Okay. Did you say this was Pearl Ann's old room? I knew someone died in here. Tabitha was so dismissive when I brought it up. Pearl Ann did die in her sleep, so one can assume maybe Tabby just didn't want to talk about it. It's okay. Now you can just sleep in my bed for the rest of the week. If Tabby gets mad, oh well. She shouldn't have made you sleep in a dead lady's bed without even telling you. You make your way to the dresser, pulling out the drawer to check on the little opossum who lived there and the larger one who joined it. But they're gone. Not even the bread remains. It's just an empty locker. Oh, were you getting changed? I could give you some privacy. Or not, whichever. There's usually a little opossum in here and there. I hope he's okay. Oh, opossums are so cute. Weird that one lives in the drawer right next to where you sleep, but I guess I'm sorry he's wandered off. You slide the drawer shut. The closet was not like this yesterday morning. So your room's been tampered with. All the more reason to check it out. You and Stella cross the room to investigate the open closet door. Is the doll going to be there? The back of it hangs slightly ajar. It looks like it was never a solid wall at all, but rather a door previously hidden behind a pile of boxes and papers that was dragged out of the way overnight. There is no doorknob, only a small circle of metal where a doorknob would be punctuated with a keyhole. Oh, there's a circle of metal punctuated with a doorknob. With where a doorknob would be, punctuated with a keyhole. Weirdly, I can't see it. Oh, wait, no, I assume that we've opened it. Okay. Is that a hidden door? Yes, I knew it! I knew there were going to be hidden passages! Stella whips out her camera, nearly fumbling and dropping it in excitement, but she regains her steadiness, aiming into the gloom of the closet at the sliver of light from the room beyond. Stellas, you are not going to believe this. We're not uploading this. If you upload this, Tabitha will know that we snooped around. Because I think she secretly watches your channel. We're here in the Scarlet Estate trying to get to the bottom of what exactly is going on around town, and we have just uncovered this hidden door in Jam's closet. Don't you think Tabitha is going to get mad at you for filming in here? Like, legal action mad? That's the nature of journalism. I take risks to get information out in the world. Whether that's the risk of bodily harm or legal consequences for sneaking into my friend's old house. If we don't find anything, I don't post anything. But if we do find something, and it God, hold on, I'm getting the hiccups. I had some rice for dinner like 3 hours ago, and it has not been sitting right. I think I ate it too quick. If we don't find anything, I don't post anything. But if we do find something, and it blows your dark, possibly incriminating family secrets wide open, well, I guess that's a problem for future Stella to figure out. Yeah, and future me! I think you're right, Stella. Wayne is behind this. Does that mean Wayne knows about the layout of the Scarlet Estate? You know, I'm really starting to wonder what he has to do with all this. I know him and Tabitha dated, although, you know, definitely not going to say that on camera, although I might need to. Whatever, I don't care. Screw the consequences. Why did I say that? Why the fuck did I say that? Playing Scarlet Hollow in uncharted territory. I'm gonna rue that. I'm gonna rue the day. I love to sow, but I hate to fucking reap. Don't like how close he seems to think he is with you, but maybe he knows what's going on. There's a few options indicating that we don't trust this, which is interesting. Also, this music's fucking creepy. Guess we found our way into the Forbidden Wing. There could be anything on the other side of that door. Some kind of unspeakable monster, maybe a devious trap, or perhaps the answers to the mysteries that have been plaguing Scarlet Hollow. Or it could just be a boring room, and all this build-up will have been for nothing. Only one way to find out. Stella steps forward, filming as she dramatically opens the door, its hinges creaking appropriately. Together, you enter the Forbidden Wing of the Scarlet Estate. We didn't even try the other door. I just went to the bedroom to check on the opossums, and now we're in the Forbidden Wing. What the heck? I hope I didn't miss too much. The room you find yourself in is mostly barren, with no real furniture to speak of. The wallpaper is peeling with neglect, and the floor tilts uncomfortably beneath you. Already you can see why Tabitha would be so intent on keeping you out of these unused rooms. This doesn't feel like a place for humans. The princess does live here. Slaying her would be doing her a favour. Stella continues forward excitedly, camera held up to catch every detail. You follow her into the hallway beyond the small, forgotten room. Jesus, this place is awful. Wow, an exclusive look at the ruins of the Scarlet Estate. Even if we don't find anything supernatural in here, this is already great stuff. Before you is a long hallway, age-stained curtains fluttering in the breeze flowing in through cracked glass. Weak sunlight illuminates the dust dancing on the air. An ornate entryway, its door long gone, breaks the monotony of the faded wallpaper, and a staircase looms at the far end. This place is so fucked up. I can't believe how fucked up this place is. Oh, those are fresh prints. She zooms in on what you now see is a faint trail of human footprints along the dusty floor of the hallway. Fuck that! Get us out of here! I want out! There's, you know what, like, ghosts and monsters and things are pretty creepy, but exploring an old abandoned place and finding fresh footprints, that's the real horror right there. I'm actually genuinely uncomfortable. We've been here for 20 minutes. Looks like our friend has been doing some exploring of his own. We'll have to be careful. I'd rather not run into him while sneaking around in here. I'm investigating the ornate entryway. I didn't even see what the other option was. You both make your way to the dark doorway in the middle of the corridor. It's a parlour. Of course, the Scarlets of old would have a dedicated space to entertain their guests. Wow, how lovely. I can't imagine how many spiders will be in here. Oh, ugh. It would feel elegant if not for the massive crack that runs down the entire length of the floor. The air here stinks of mildew. You can see why Tabitha doesn't want you exploring these rooms. There's a large painting on the far wall. From a distance, it looked like it might depict the town. Jeez, it's a miracle any of this is still standing. Tabitha should really think about moving before half of this house decides to finish falling off the cliff. Estella excited to film's B-roll of the ruined parlour. Something else catches your eye too. A bookshelf, or rather what's left of a bookshelf hanging by a single rusted hinge. Its sagging shelves reveal some sunless space beyond, once hidden, now exposed by the rot of this house. And it seems that Stella has spotted it too, as she turns her camera towards the dark entryway. A hidden room? Oh man, the fans are gonna love this. I mean, we're gonna look at everything, we're gonna look at everything. Unless Stella literally fucking dies, or Gretchen literally fucking dies. The painting highlights a number of old buildings and locales, many of which you've already visited. The town hall, the estates, the mines, and the clinic still called a hospital at the time of the painting. The church, and then there's somewhere you've yet to see. The historical Callaway Tremaine homesteads. It's all the fucking places from that book we read. All the places where the stones have been, which means that I'm so confident that there's going to be creepy disc stones in the church and the homesteads. There must be. There has to be. And that will be our little town. Oh, there's a plaque under it. In commemoration of Enoch Scarlet, head of the Scarlet Hollow Landmark Revitalization Project. Let the past never be forgotten. That's ironic. Oof. I feel like writing something like that is just asking to wind up gathering dust in a neglected room like this. Let this be a lesson to all of my viewers looking to immortalize their life's work. So, all two of you maybe. God fucking damn it. God fucking... Oh yeah, the estate Stella. That is to say, there are multiple different people we could probably explore this with, depending on our choices. Stella takes you by the hand, her firm grip lending you a sense of security even as you both step over the wide gap in the floor. Together you duck between the shelves, stepping over water-damaged books and into the darkness of the hidden room. Oh god, what the hell? This looks like the desk that we've seen in our visions. That's a fucking Confederate flag. Great. This is so cursed. The space is dark, its features barely illuminated by the faint light trickling in through the myriad of cracks and holes in the walls. The wallpaper, a deep, exquisite red, adds a blood-like glow to the dimness. The walls are lined with ornate display cabinets, some empty, some still presenting their antique treasures. Nestled between the cabinets, a single tall bookshelf remains standing, its occupants dusty but mostly intact. I would be sneezing forever, and that would make Tabitha suspicious. But all of these are ornamental details. Your focus is drawn to an expensive-looking antique desk in the centre of the room. Gretchen barks out at the rest of the room, attempting to intimidate whatever it is she smells. Shh, Gretchen. We wouldn't want anyone to find us here. Who knows? They might try to seal it back up Amontillado style. Excellent reference, Stella. This is why we're dating. Gretchen quiets down, but that doesn't stop her from thoroughly investigating the space. This is it, Stellas. The kind of find every urban explorer hopes for. A hidden room locked away in the Scarlet estate full of weird artifacts and keepsakes no one was ever supposed to find. It's a hidden room within a hidden room within a hidden part of the house. It's like exploring a Russian nesting doll. They weren't counting on a couple of investigative documentarians like us to go looking, but here we are, about to blow your family's sordid past wide open. Okay, I'm going to save just to make sure that we don't lose any of these options, because I want to do all of them. Investigative documentarians? Is that what YouTubers are? It's what this YouTuber is. I've been thinking of opening with that instead of the YouTube thing. Then I wouldn't have to explain what YouTube is to any old people who ask what I do for a living. Not that the old people around here don't already know about it and have YouTube accounts just so they can follow my channel. But, you know, hypothetical future old people I might meet. Okay, because we're book smart, we get to look at the fun bookshelf. Yay! Library time! Maybe the collection of literature can help you learn about this room's occupant. You approach the shelf, your eager eyes poring over titles for anything that seems to stand out. The upper shelves are mostly classic fiction. Moby Dick, Shakespeare, various Dickens novels, nothing that stands out as particularly interesting. Didn't Dickens write, like, A Christmas Carol? You think that, like, someone like Enoch might be slightly affected by A Christmas Carol. The bottom shelf seems to be home to reference books, heavy volumes of long outdated construction law, treatises of various aspects of the coal industry, but there's also a book on city planning that stands out to you. The spine is marked with a dot. You pull it out, the shelves above shifting precariously as if the book held some load-bearing purpose. The instant you crack its spine, a slip of paper falls out, ancient and fragile and yellowed with age. It's some kind of map. Fuck! Is this the map that we found out we heard about during the possession? During the haunting? Oh shit. Oh. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. It's an old map of Scarlet Hollow, and somebody circled a bunch of important landmarks. Town Hall, the mines, the clinic, the old farmhouses too. Okay. So, I'm wondering if, like, those are where the stones are, you know? But that would indicate that there isn't a stone at Scarlet Estate, but that would retroactively make sense because my stone senses haven't been tingling. Like, I've not been, you know, whenever I've been here, I've not been, like, getting the vibes that I get whenever I step foot into any other place that has a stone. I've been getting vibes, but not those same ones. Wait a second. At least 2 of these had stone carvings buried in them, right? It sounds like there was one in the basement of the clinic, too. It has to mean there are more around town. This is a huge clue. Now we have a lead on where to go next. I'll hold on to it. I don't get the feeling that anyone will notice it's gone. Stella takes both the book and the map from your hands, shelving the former and pocketing the latter. Alright, let's look at this awful desk. What's that? What is that? Some kind of bolt or something else? It feels familiar. I feel like I know what it should be, but I don't. You step towards the desk. Maybe there's something worth finding in its drawers. Something was making Gretchen upset, and that makes me worried. The top drawer mostly contains old-timey letter-writing materials, complete with a fancy dagger-shaped letter opener and a wax stamping kit emblazoned with the initials ES. The wax seems slightly gnawed. Underneath, you find a pile of crumbling financial documents. Scrawled in neat cursive in every spot that needed a signature is the name Enoch Scarlet. This must be his desk, meaning this must also be his study. We kind of figured that from our vision that we had, but it's good to have confirmation. And hidden among the documents, you find an ancient photograph. A stern, blonde man stares up at you from the detritus at the bottom of the drawer, a face you're surprised to find you recognise. It's the man from your vision. The one in the hospital bed. Hey, I've seen that before. That's the picture of Theodore they put in the local history books. That's your great-great-uncle or something, the one who died in the collapse. He was in bed. We saw him in the bed. We saw a vision of him in bed. The connotations of that did not quite hit me at the time. I'm terrible with family tree related media. Like, I'm so bad at keeping up with family trees. It's one of my weaknesses. But when it spells it out like this, we know something's wrong there. We have to tell Stella. I had a vision about him yesterday. No way. Okay, we have to mention the witch, because I really... This is metagaming slightly. Maybe. But I need to get people onto the idea that there's a witch about town, because I think that there fucking is. I think I know who it is, but I think I've been charmed somehow to not be able to investigate it myself. We need to mention the witch. He didn't die in a collapse. Enoch just said he did, but I also saw him promising Teddy that a witch was going to solve the problems. Enoch said he was working with a witch and that she'd be able to help him fix things, but this was in the hospital after the collapse. Okay, right, so he was in the collapse, but he didn't die. Enoch said he was working with a witch and that she'd been able to help. Enoch said she was Enoch said, it's like I've been charmed in real life. I can't talk about the witch. Enoch said he was working with a witch and that she'd be able to help him fix things, but this was in the hospital after the collapse. Stella focuses the camera on you as you explain the vision you saw yesterday. She's clearly shocked by the revelation, drinking in every word, eyes growing wide. I'm very camera shy, Stella. I'm just pretending to not notice the camera, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to talk. A witch? And then somehow they managed to convince the whole town that Teddy died in the collapse, but if he didn't, then some witch was involved. Sounds to me like your family has more than this Charlie Shaw's skeleton in their closet. You close the drawer. Wow. One drawer down, and we still have a whole other one to look at. Oh. I'm making so many more comfort saves now that we're in uncharted territory. You're going to have to deal with this. It's not like I'm probably not going to use them. Look, if you've seen my videos up till now, I make the comfort saves 90% of the time. I don't use them. Let's open the bottom drawer. The bottom drawer offers some resistance as you try to pull it out. It seems that it was locked, though the bit of metal attempting to hold it shut seems to have rusted to the point of uselessness years ago. It gives in with a sharp tug, rotting wood splintering softly somewhere within the century-old desk. Hello! You're surprised to see familiar faces staring up at you from within a nest of odd glass vials. How did you get in there then? Because that place was locked. It's the little opossums from your room. It seems they too found their way into the Forbidden Ring. Gretchen barks and strains to get at the poor beasts, breaking the eerie silence of the Forbidden Ring with a cacophony of doggy wrath. The opossums in turn fall over, feigning death. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. I'm not letting you go after a couple of poor little opossums. You don't even have teeth. This isn't a fight you're going to win. Stella reaches out a foot, holding the squirming Gretchen close to her chest, and slides the drawer shut. The opossums are safely stored away where the bloodthirsty, toothless pug can't try to wrap her gums around their little throats. Oh, how cute. How adorable. You step away from the desk. Well, that was a fun little side quest. But let's see where these footprints lead. Let's see where those footprints lead. Oh. You find yourself on the 3rd floor of the estate for the first time. As you take in your surroundings, Stella slowly pans the camera down the length of the hall, working to build dread and tension for her future viewers. She clears her throat again, resuming her narration in a charmingly professional hosting voice. Clearly, Jam and I are not the only people who have passed through the supposedly forbidden wing. Who knows, we might wind up running into someone else sneaking around in here. If you're watching this as found footage after the 2 of us went missing, now you know where to start looking for our bodies. She drops the camera after her morbid joke, her voice returning to its usual casual cadence. Looks like the footprints go all the way down this hallway into that far door. Don't go off on your own, Gretchen, please. Nah, I'm exploring this place to the bitter end, okay? If we're trespassing, we're going all in. We're doing it. We're trespassing for real, you know? The boxes slide out of the way with a bit of elbow grease. You push past them into the room beyond. I wanted to look at the other rooms. I was so fixated on the footprints, I didn't even notice there was a room here. That probably means it has some really good stuff. The kind of stuff people put away hoping no one will ever find it. The kind of stuff that makes for a great video. We got an achievement. Explore Edwardine's bedroom. I wonder whose bedroom this is. Oh my god. No one has that achievement. The room is coldly empty. The large antique bed is made, its sheets ancient and dusty, but still somehow giving off the feeling of tidiness. Even with cobwebs stretched between each corner of its 4-poster frame. Fuck this place. I hate this place. You step towards the desk, its drawers practically overflowing with stationery. You start opening drawers, each one is filled with paper, stacked haphazardly, practically spilling out as you attempt to dig through for anything important. There's no way Tabitha's not figuring out we've been in here, like, zero chance whatsoever. All these bills and receipts are in Edwardine's name. Guess we know who this desk is. I know because I got a Steam achievement. The rest of the room is so neat and tidy, it's amazing that her drawers are such a hoarder's nest of old paper. But I won't be surprised if the Scarlet Ladies have always been like this. Pretending they have everything together on the surface, then being a total mess on the inside. Sounds like Thai beef to a T. Oh, don't tell her I said that. Hey, it's true, I'm the same. When you reach the bottom right drawers, you find something entirely different. Greeting cards. Letters. Small, wrapped packages. Some opened, some sealed, some crumpled into messy balls. You open one of the cards. Both pages are taken up by a handwritten note. Tabby, hope you're doing well. Not a day goes by that I don't miss you. Hope Pearl Ann treats you to your best Christmas yet. I'm not sure what sort of doodads you're into these days, so I sent a little something that made me think of you. I made sure they were the best shells of the bunch. Not sure how rare any of... Is this from Stella? Not sure how rare any of them are, but they're awful pretty. And they've still got that beach smell. Make sure you put your ear up to them too. Doesn't compare to the real thing, but it comes close. And in case you think that makes me a cheapskate, I made sure to send along a little cash too. So you can get yourself something a little nicer than glorified beach trash. Make sure you get Polan to take you to the nice store, because that's where I'd take you if I was there. Okay, no, it's probably a strange family member. Shit, wait, is this from Jam's mum? If you get the time, I'd love to hear from you. I miss you so much, Tabby, and I'm always thinking of you. You can come out and visit me any time. I know you've always wanted to see what it's like out east. I've made sure to write out my address on the back of this card, just in case you didn't know how to get a hold of me. Been missing you, my incredible, wonderful, amazing daughter. All my love, Dad. Okay, we were wrong on both counts. Oh my god. Stella lowers the camera, averting its gaze from the deeply personal letters. Tabby said her dad never tried to get in touch, that he just abandoned her. You pull out another from closer to the top of the pile. Happy birthday, Tabby. It's me again, your old dad. So, the big 2-0. Can't believe my daughter is such an adult. In my mind, you're still that bouncy little kid doing cartwheels on the front lawn, telling me what various sounds animals make, like you're the professor of animal noises. Was Pearlan hiding these from her? She must have been, right? Like, I have no idea if you read these, but I'll keep writing them. Even if sometimes it feels like I'm writing to a ghost. I mean, we haven't spoken in almost 15 years. You're a whole human being now, and I have no idea what you're like. I like to think we get along, though. As always, my address is on the back. I hope you'll decide to come visit me one of these days. I've got a guest room all set up just in case. It's always ready for you, kid. I love you, and I always will, no matter who you turned out to be. Love, Dad. Fucking... Oh no. There are years and years of these. The bottom drawer is almost entirely unopened envelopes dated from when Tabitha would have been just a kid. All from him. It kinda looks like Edwardine and Pearlan were keeping these from Tabitha. On purpose. For practically her entire life. I don't even know if we should tell her. I mean, that could have been a good reason, right? Like, maybe he was awful, and telling her would be painful and dredge up bad memories, but... There's a few options, but I already know where I lean. We have to tell her. I'd want to know. Tabitha deserves one good thing in her life. I don't care if she yells at us. If we tell her, she'd know we're in here. Do we need to make a relationship with Pearlan more complicated? For all we know, he's dead or he sucks. How about you tell her after I leave? I'm not sure I want to deal with a fallout of this. You know her better than I do. What do you think she'd want us to do? Okay, yeah, I know where I would want to know. I'd want to know. Yeah, me too. Hopefully the fact that we found this means she won't be too mad at us for snooping around back here. I'd rather just fucking tell Tabitha that we were snooping. I can't handle keeping these secrets. Stella stuffs a handful of letters into her bag. Let's look at the closet. You make your way to the closet. Where the fuck's the doll? Like, in the other closet, there was a doll. In the previous one, you know, the one in my room. You make your way to the closet. It's as lifeless and tidy as the rest of the room. It seems Edwardine kept things neat. And orderly. Or as neat as orderly as she could, considering the decaying state of the place. This looks to me like where Pearlan would go shopping for Tabby's clothes. It's exactly the sort of thing she wears. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've seen her in that dress before. The only thing here besides her clothes and shoes is a box shoved off to one side. You pick it up. Child-sized overalls, striped shirts, a small pair of trousers with suspenders still attached. What are those little sailor suits boys from the 50s were always wearing? Bar's clothes. That's weird. When was the last time a bar was born into the family? When you pull out the last shirt, a note is revealed, tucked away in the bottom of the box in a protective plastic sleeve. That's so fucked up. I don't know what it means, but it's giving me such bad energy. Oh my god. It's scrawled in almost illegible handwriting, written in some thick brown watery ink that's cracked with age. Mummy, I am in here too and I love you. As Stella handles the note, Gretchen anxiously stomps on the floorboards. I fucking wish I had the talk to animals trait sometimes, because this is clearly giving Gretchen a bad vibe, and we don't know why, but I said I'm kind of very, very ready to trust Gretchen's instincts on this. He's giving me a fucking bad vibe too. It's okay, Gretchen, you don't have to squirm so much, it's just paper. Really, really creepy paper. Stella zooms in on the unsettling note, making sure the camera takes in every detail. Okay, I got the footage I need. You should put that back before you get a curse from it or something. You drop the note back into the box, once again covering it with the clothes. Folks, what you just saw was found in the bottom of a box of boys' clothes hidden away in Edwardine Scarlet's closet. Yet the only children she supposedly ever had were 2 girls. This mystery is getting so thick it's gone from gumbo to gravy. Oh my god. I love gumbo to gravy. I love that so much. I'm glad you're here, Stella, because as always you provide the much needed levity to these horrible, horrible situations. I mean, like, I could just like, sure, I can say this on camera, whatever. Whatever. Look, I'm hopped up on love at the moment, okay? Like, Scarlet Jam's just entered a relationship. Her eye bags have probably cleared. Like, she's woken up, her skin is clearer than ever before. She's got that glow. They didn't even do much. Like, in my head, my head canon is they just, like, cuddled. Because, geez, we've known each other for 3 days. I ain't doing that at that point. I need longer. Fucking hell, cuddling after 3 days is something else for me. Like, wow. Wowzers. Anyway, enough talking about that in the scary haunted house. I found records yesterday, and actually, Edwardine had a stillborn boy, and his middle name was Charles. Stella's eyes go wide. No way. You're not just winding me up, Rat, because that is a bombshell. Oh boy. I mean, do you think Charlie? But then, oh my god. Okay, hear me out. What if he wasn't stillborn? I mean, he would have been a bastard son, right? Sorry, I forgot my tone. Sometimes bastard is used in an insult. Okay, let's try that one again. As a bastard child myself. Okay, hear me out. What if he wasn't stillborn? I mean, he would have been a bastard son, right? And with Enoch the way he was, and the fact that your family has the whole Southern Gothic thing going on. I was gonna say, like, I feel like in this sort of year, calling someone a bastard child is a little bit outdated, but I guess Stella's saying it from the point of view of this family at the time. So, like, alright. Potential crisis immediately averted before it even began, Stella, you're cool. I hope we find more about this. Forget about gravy, this mystery just boiled over. Yeah, I think we're done here.